All right, you have made it to the final element of the FIRE formula, and that is efficiency. Efficiency in your business is one of the most important elements if you're someone who wants to scale beyond 6 figures into 7 figures in your business. And that's because you just can't do everything alone. I spent a great amount of time working with extremely high sales producers, doing multiple millions of dollars in net income per year. And what I learned from them was that they had mastered the art of delegation, and they had mastered the art of efficiency in their business. They recognized that even one more thing that they could offload that they didn't have to do themselves was building a system and buying back their time so that they didn't have to rely on just being up and working these crazy hours. They could actually work less hours than everyone else because they're leveraging their business effectively. Now, how do we create this level of efficiency in your business? Once again, there are 3 main components, and the first is delegation. You need to be able to delegate revenue generating activities that don't require you to manually do them yourself. Now, this is extremely hard for a lot of us because we like to hang on tight to the reins of our content. We like to hang on to the reins of our social media. We like to hang on to the reins of all the little details going on in our business because very often people can't do it as well as we can. No one's gonna ever be as good at speaking like you as you are. But if we don't let go of those reins, if we don't delegate, then you're going to be stuck doing everything in your business, and that is not going to get you to the next level. And there's a famous saying that goes, what got you here won't get you there. And that is exactly true if you're trying to scale to 7 figures in your business. So what is delegation and how does it work? So to delegate effectively, you need to first recognize where you are and where your superpowers are in your business, and then start to fill the holes and the gaps that arise in the areas that you're just not as good at. And for most salespeople, that is marketing. That is the social media posts on a regular basis, right? That is the blog writing on a regular basis. Or maybe you're great at making videos, but you want to have someone edit those videos so that you don't have to deal with all the messy technical stuff. That is what it means to appropriately delegate and make sure that you are offloading work onto your team. This is so important, and it is what is going to allow you the time and the freedom to focus on what it is that you do best and leave the rest to your team. Which brings me into the next point, which is direction. You can't delegate if you don't provide direction. That's because you have certain goals that you're trying to achieve, and you also have a certain way of doing business that's uniquely you. So direction means that you have to provide information on how you want to achieve results, what kind of results you want to achieve, and really make sure that you're super clear on what your expectations are. Because so often when delegating to a team, and I've experienced this myself in my own team, if I don't provide the right level of direction, I don't get the output that I want. So how do you actually give the appropriate level of direction so that you get the results that you want? The first is clarity. Just being so clear about what it is that you want, making sure that anyone you're working with, anyone on your team knows what you expect. And a great way to do that is to actually look at competitors and say, hey, here's what I like, here's what I don't like. Here's what makes a great social media post. Here's what makes a terrible social media post. This is what writing done well looks like. This is what writing done poorly looks like. And not only that, making sure that you have the kind of direction that is specific enough to get the point across, but not so specific that people lose their creative freedom, because that is another way, a very fast way, that you can strangle your team and it won't end up working. I've even done this myself where I provide so much direction that the creative people on my team just aren't not able to produce in their zone of genius. So make sure that you are giving great direction. The final piece to efficiency is duplication. Being able to duplicate the results of others and the results of yourself. One way that we like to do this is called our content hacking methodology. So content hacking is when you take something like a video and you take the main points and you hand it off to your team and you say, great, turn this into 3 blog posts, 4 emails, 5 social media posts, and you have now leveraged yourself so that you can extract your genius in a video, or maybe it's a voicemail. Maybe you're even simply saying, I'm gonna record a voicemail, or I'm going to send a voice memo to the team, and based on this voice memo, turn it into 1 blog, 3 social posts, etc., etc. That is how you can actually be efficient in your content creation so that you are duplicating your own content. Now, it is very, very popular right now to funnel hack and look at your competition and duplicate what they're doing. Now, I actually believe that there is a right way to do this and a wrong way to do this. The right way to do it is to say, hey, here's someone whose information I like, they are an influencer, they are creating great content, create something like that. Build something that sounds and feels like this. Take their information and make it unique. That is how you content hack. That is how you should be funnel hacking your competitors without actually ripping off and duplicating exactly what they're doing. So being efficient in your business comes down to delegation, direction, and duplication. All 3 things combined allow you to create great leverage on your business to be able to put your sales and marketing on autopilot, because not only do you know what needs to be done, but you can actually afford and spend a little bit of money to get it done for you. This is essential if you do want to actually achieve high 6- and 7-figure revenue, because you cannot generate that much business through hustle alone. You must build a team. You must delegate. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Now, in the next video, I'm going to talk about what happens when you combine frequency, intimacy, relevancy, and efficiency in your business. I'll see you in the next video.